What's going on, people? Prosty Talk here, back again, and I'm here again for another WrestleMania review. WrestleMania 5. That is right, WrestleMania 5, brother, 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 oh brother. And this was the my voice was real weird then. This was the WrestleMania that basically this was a year in the making. The MegaPower, brother. Will you tag with me, Hogan? Exploded, and this was the whole blow off of the feud between Hogan and Savage, because Savage thought that Hogan and Miss Elizabeth were actually having an affair. So this basically blew up at WrestleMania, brother, for the WWE Championship, and this was when Macho Man was the champion, Hogan was the challenger this time. But this WrestleMania, I would say it was a solid WrestleMania. I wouldn't say it was the best WrestleMania. It's like these WrestleManias from like the start, like WrestleMania, like if you could say WrestleMania 1 to 5, like didn't really mean that much apart from obviously WrestleMania 3, which is also the big moment. But yeah, I'll get into this card. So we had Hercules versus King Haku. That was the opener for WrestleMania. It was a solid opener. Hercules gets a win. Then we had the Twin Tower, which is Bossman and Akeem versus a young Shawn Michaels, the Rockers and Marty Jannetty. The Twin Towers get the win. Then we had Brutus the Barber Beefcake versus Ted DiBiase, which ends in double countout. But before the match, Ted DiBiase cuts a promo on Beefcake saying that he's not wealthy as him and he's not going to get a $1 million championship, and everybody has a price. Then we have this great segment. I want to I want to talk about this great segment. Sorry about my throat, guys. I want to talk about this great segment between Lord Alfred Hayes and the Bushwhackers, and they filmed this earlier in the day, and they're eating in a restaurant or something like that. I think they're having dinner or something, and basically he's trying to get a word in, and he can't get a word in because they're eating with their mouths open. I thought it was fucking comedy. They faced the Fabulous Rougeaus in a tag match. It was another solid match. The Bushwhackers get a win. Then we get Mr. Perfect versus the Blue Blazer, aka Owen Hart. Owen Hart's first WrestleMania. And I thought this match should have gone a lot longer, in my opinion. Like, these two guys had really big potential. Obviously, we would see how great their careers would go in many years to come. And I still say that these guys should have been WWE champion, especially in the New Generation era. Especially Owen Hart and Mr. Perfect. They should have been WWE champion in the New Generation era. They should have been, because they were so fucking great as heels and baby faces. Like Mr. Perfect was more better as a heel than he was as a face, but like these guys were entertaining. They was good wrestlers, good talkers. Why did WWE not give them a world title match? I do not know. Like, like all the talent you had. Like, I'm a big Owen Hart fan and I'm a big Mr. Perfect fan, and I would love to have seen him become world champion. But this was a short match. It didn't really last too long. Mr. Perfect gets the rope for the win. I think this was the only match they had. I don't think they had a match in the next WrestleMania. Demolition versus the Power of Pain in a handicap match for the WWF Tag Team Championships. Demolition get the win and they retain their belts. Dino Bravo versus Ronnie Gavin, or whatever you say his name. Dino Bravo gets the win. Then we had the Brainbusters, Arn Anderson and Tony Blanchard versus the Strike Force of Rick Martel and Tino Santana. It was a good match. Then we had Jake Snake Roberts defeat Andre the Giant by disqualification, and then Andre got his arms tied up on the ropes like he did on the previous WrestleMania. And my fucking computer keeps going off like that. Then we had the Hart Foundation versus Greg Valentine and the Honky Tonk Man. The Honky Tonk Man. It was whatever match. And then we have Rick Rude versus the Ultimate Warrior. I thought that this was a good feud. I really liked the Rick Rude and Ultimate Warrior feud for the IC title. I think they told a good story. Then we have Bad News Brown versus Jim Duggan. It was a disqualification. Then we had the Red Rooster defeat Bobby Heenan. Yes, we had the Red Rooster. Now, we'll get to Survivor Series 1990. We had the Gobbledygooper. Remember, he's coming out of the end. It's the Gobbledygooper! Woo! But we had the Red Rooster. This was before the damn Gobbledygooper. Damn it, and I can't even damn say it. And then we had the main event. The real reason why this WrestleMania was really the main focal point of WrestleMania was Hulk Hogan, brother, versus the Macho Man Randy Savage. And my years of this. And it was a year in the making. It was the MegaPower's breakup, brother, because Macho Man thought that he was cheating with Miss Elizabeth. And I'll start doing that Macho Man Randy Savage voice because it's really in my throat. But this was a real good story. The match was solid, like, you know, it's a typical Hogan match. Savage was killing it out there. He was the best. And they told a real good story. Like, they would see, like, when Hogan was taken to the training room, and then Savage beat up Hogan in the training room and stuff. Like, that was great stuff. And how it transitioned, and like this great video package they had when in the tag match, like Savage just like, fuck it, I'll walk out of here. That was good. But overall, Hogan wins with a guy dropping. He's the WWE champion. So what do you guys think about WrestleMania 5? I actually enjoyed watching WrestleMania 5. I think it was one of the better of the 5 I've seen so far. Obviously 1, 2, and 3. 3 was the important one, but 5 overall, I'll say this was one of the fun ones I like watching. Obviously, I didn't mention that Roddy Piper and what's his name? Oh fuck, I forgot his name. Damn, I didn't realize. What's his? Oh, Roddy Piper and Bruce Pritchard had an awesome funny segment. I love that. But overall, I thought that this WrestleMania was a fun WrestleMania. I won't say it was a bad WrestleMania. So what do you guys think about WrestleMania 5? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And I will check you later. Peace.